Shalom, shalom, call la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Raka'ah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to Akim in the faith, doing the work and in truth and in sincerity. Lord, when this lesson is edifying and straight to the point, this lesson is really going to be a spiritual flow, but just really my meditation and what brother's been speaking on and the signs of the times that we're in, just like, for example, 2 minutes ago, my grandma just told me, we got food in the fridge, if I want some. And I told her, after I take a shower or whatever. And, that's a blessed feeling to have, that the Lord provides for you and that he feeds us, But in the times we're coming into, we know food is going to be not as abundant as it is now today. I was listening to a brother earlier, speak about famine, this, that, and the third. Hey, these brothers right, because they're speaking via the scriptures, but we do what we do so we could keep food on the table, man. But we know we're going to face adversity, At least we were given the warning, So it ain't carnal if you want to stack up a couple things. So it could be a few days without needing a grocery store, in case shit was to go left real quick. But same time, man, we know the Lord gonna provide for us, man. Because we gonna be on the move, man. You think you gonna be able to move with 48 bottles of water, like 2 cases of 24 packs, or a damn sack of rice, So we have to have all our eggs in one basket, and that basket is, faith in the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. And, we always get on the women about how bad things are going to get and how they're going to be, they're going to be messed up, man. But, the reason, we hark on to that is because it's not just going to be you women, man. It's also going to be men. But if men are wailing and screaming, like a woman travaileth in birth, how much more so a woman? Because we know men and women, they don't compare. When it comes to logical thinking, when it comes to fight or flight response, when it comes to protection and defense, you have men, since the beginning of times, King David's warriors and his mighty men, the men of valor, these were men, these were trained soldiers, Alexander the Great. Who else is a former mighty soldier in past times? Julius Caesar. These are men. So we know men, they could tap into a level of complete violence. And women, you can't do so. Yeah, you can get mad, you can scream, but, that's not going to do much, man. With shit the fan, men are going to see you guys as valuable, for whatever. There's many ways to use someone. And, I want to keep it, filtered, but, if it come out, it come out. But let's get the scripture real quick. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the same time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That he is not the whole entire Jake, man. That he is the elect of Jake, man. Because we know the scriptures, speak about the elect, so forth and so on, man. Over and over and over again. And that's Yahweh's precious stones. 2/3 shall be cut off and die. They should be left therein. But continuing on, speaking about, the women in this time, the brother just did a lesson, with our camp. We went through 2nd Ezra chapter, that was, let me verify. Let me make sure. I know 2nd Ezra, it could have been 9 or 11. Verse 11. Yep, Salakia, 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Yeah, the brother just went into it, pretty much the Romans, sacking Jerusalem, and pretty much how terrible, these Edomites were, these Caesars, they came down, man. So the scriptures say a time like never before. You gotta think to yourselves, what's some of the worst times that's ever been in history, man? You got hit. Let's go on the list real quick. The absolute worst times in history. Man, Gad got mowed down. They knocked off, not Gad. It could have been Gad or Reuben. So Salakia, I believe it was Reuben, because the brother was putting me on game yesterday about how them Edomites came down on the Seminoles. And bro, they wiped out over 200 million, of our brothers, man. Bro, Jerusalem was so bad when the Romans sacked us. We gave them a good fight for 8 years, but then, some of the top men, we had to make a decision and leave our home, man. Certain situations, people don't be trying to leave their home or forsake it. Yeah, you see them Palestinians, they ain't want to leave, but they how the hell can you not leave when you get messed up like that? And that's them Edomites coming back, being Edomites, using their blessing, which is the sword. And they got nothing but a short time, so they gotta swing that blade. Con. So, the times we're coming into is about to be worse than all these things, man. And what's some of the worst period of time for the so-called black man you could think of? Slavery, man. Hardcore bondage. You getting buck broken. Your woman getting taken from you. Your kids getting taken from you. You working day and night. You eating shit. You eating slop food. And then you in that hot sun. You picking cotton. And you getting whipped. And if you step out of line, they're going to make an example out of you. It was so bad, we had to do slave revolts. Jake was going on underground trains, so the time we're coming into, the fact that it's about to be like pretty much one of the last pieces of this scary movie, the Lord's going to have this scene heightened, man. Because, scriptures speak about how we're not going to learn war no more in the kingdom, which proves to you that Amalek ain't the people, But that's that Zechariah 9:6. A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod being modern day Tel Aviv. That is nothing but bastards surrounding over there. When we over there in that land, ain't gonna be no heathens, man. We're not gonna share the land with nobody, man. The Lord is gonna give us that whole entire plot of land, man. The earth is gonna be ours, man. When the time comes to pass, when we kind of take a foot off the heathen's neck, yeah, they gonna get, their portions, but they still gonna be under our subjection. And then we're gonna tell Esau goodbye. So yeah, man, whoa, Jacob's trouble. And that's another reason why it's gonna be so bad, man. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Bear with me. I don't mean to intend to make this lesson long, but kind of want to get out everything I've been thinking about, because sometimes you write it down, sometimes you just meditate on it. It's like, man, these women are really about to be fucking fucked up out here, man, because you see, man keeps his, a lot of men, they keep their, a lot of men don't do stupid shit because they know the law gonna come down on them. This society caters to a woman. That's why they call your big areas in Babylon a metropolis, which means mother city. The elder Apostle Gabar put me on that, man. You got your greater area, you got your greater metro area of Miami. Let's check this out real quick. Just a quick point. Metropolis in America. So yeah, these are your metro areas, where it's lit up, where it's going down at, the Mecca, Sin City, the Big Apple, the Sunshine State, Chirac, fucking ATL, Houston, Dallas. God damn, Texas itself got damn near. So yeah, the Lord gonna destroy this place, man. This melting pot. But the reason this place gonna be so damn bad, man, you got judgments falling right after another judgment, man. You got people with this MOTB in their body, rotten on the inside, getting cancers, man. You're gonna have Jacob's trouble going down. 2 Ezra 15:16, men pillaging one another and taking shit and taking lives and not sparing no one, not having no feelings, because the book of Matthew tells us, let's get that real quick. The love of many shall wax cold. Why? Because niggas gonna be patientless. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, because sin is gonna keep. Man, that's another day, man. This transgender shit, this shit getting out of hand, bro. I done learned some shit about that transgender shit today. that I really wouldn't even utter. It's just so nasty. Like what I'm talking about is like the side effects, bruh. The thing these demons and these happy people go through just to like the risks that they're it's crazy, man. Why not just repent? Why not just change your ways, But, they led, by their father, Satan, man. These people are of the devil, man. The changing of mankind, man. These people are getting, like, different, what was the word they used, man? That's another reason why this place has to go down, immediately, like yesterday, man. But everything's from the point in time. I'm trying to think real quick. Bear with me. Intestines, man. So they be using, like, animal guts and who knows, God knows what, man. Like pig guts and shit just to make a fake phallus, a fake penis, man. That's madness, man. Or to make a fake V, a fake vagina. Cause you gotta understand, the Lord made you a certain way, man. We're literally engineered, so how we're made is perfect, So the body is ready, to pretty much live once the Lord creates us, man. Once we out of that womb, everything's meant to function in a certain manner. Of course, in different walks of life, you're gonna have your hiccups. You might have your accident here and there. You might break something. You might tear something, But the body, is so perfect, and the Lord is so perfect. He's an artist that it heals itself. The body overcomes a lot of shit, man. That's why a lot of us doing the work, because the Lord put strength in our bodies to do so. A lot of brothers be having ailments. We be out there in season, out of season. You might do a midweek camp. You might do a holiday camp. But we out there, man. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, which is sin upon sin, because it's gonna live here. Man, you got these people talk about how, because Salakia, because this shit's so disgusting. So I'm not trying to talk about this shit, but like that shit vexing, bro. Because look, with your private parts, you got a lot going on. You got hormones, you got blood, you got semen, you have hair follicles. What else you got? You probably got some other shit. You got what those women got, ovaries. So that's something very, very, very complicated, man. So this is not supposed to be happening. So of course death will always be a side effect. And these people out here, they be smelling, man. Wow. Because they be having ingrown hair, so that shit get disgusting. We gonna drop that. But that's one main reason why Babylon got to get destroyed. And these people are told these side effects, but that demon is so fucking on them, they just drive through. Yikes. And the love of many shall wax cold. And them people gonna be getting killed, man. In Jacob's trouble. Not only you women, you soy boys, you transvestites, and then you effeminate men. That that don't bother me as long as they don't touch me. Man, fuck that, man. These people need to be rebuked, man. That's the spirit of Satan upon these people, man. That's another reason why America's a big laughing stock, why it's a big joke. Because you have your politicians, your leaders, they all believe in this shit. Everybody want to be politically correct and soft-spoken. They even took out, what they call that shit, curriculum something? In Florida, they took out like a lot of real deal history that had hardcore slavery because the whites was getting vexed, when they hear this shit. And that's really that internal guilt. They call it white guilt. Let's get the definition of that real quick. Because these people have a shame inside of them. They know they've been wrong, but this is all prophecy. So, they ain't had no choice. Why didn't you just give me a simple damn definition, bro? Goddamn Esau. Definition. But I already defined it in my own words, so we won't even need Esau's words. Remorse or shame felt by a white person with respect to racial inequality and injustice, because that's all. Their history is bad, man. Since Cain, he just got worse and worse and worse. Calm. So let me get a few more scriptures which I had listed through the Spirit. Let's go to Habakkuk, chapter 2. Start at verse 1, and I will stand up on my watch, which we're doing right now, doing these lessons, keeping watch at the times, literally being updated with every news article, man. I might not catch something, but the next brother definitely will. And if he don't, the next brother definitely will, because the spirit is flowing in these last days, man. Same thing with these demons, so we got to stay prayed up and guarded. You know, because brothers got different spirits, you know. Although we all believe in the same doctrine, you know, and we all got the same, you know, we all got that zeal, you know. I love to talk about war. That's just what it is, you know. World War III is really catching my interest, man. I like the weapons, I like the topography, you know. And then another brother might like you know, might like, you know, talk about, you know, the kingdom, man. You know, how our streets gonna be paved with gold, you know, because this whole thing is a gospel, you know. But the scripture talk about, you know, eating the whole roll, you know, with the bitter, with the sweet, you know. So, you know, we on that watchtower, man, and set upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. That right, man. Write these visions, you know, that when we read these things, we could break it down. We can give it to the brother. You know, we could understand these things and convey the message and warn the people. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. There's a time and a place, you know, for everything. But at the end, it shall speak. That's right, man. Because there's certain things, a lot of people of the world, a lot of people of the world know what the MOTB is, man. You know, so a lot of things don't need explanation, man. You know, a lot of things are clear and cut. And as we get closer to the end, you know, these things are going to speak. You know, the prophecies of this book, people are going to know that we're in biblical times, because the judgment going to be so severe, man. The virgin daughter of Babylon getting touched. That has to be, how the hell is America finally being touched? There's got to be God, because America's untouchable, ain't it? So this has to be the Lord. But a lot of people ain't gonna realize till it's too late, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. You know, so in the times, you know, before, you know, when a lot of brothers came into the truth, you know, because, you know, I've been in the truth for a certain amount of time or whatever, but there's other brothers who've been in the truth for a lot longer than I. And let's use the apostles for an example. When they were going into these things, when they were younger men, you know, people, you know, were in their mirth, and inflation wasn't a thing. You know, war wasn't a big topic, and MOTB kind of really wasn't a hot topic, you know. But hey, you can't avoid these things now. Now you don't really see Pookie and Ray Ray on the news no more. What you see on the news now is real deal life shit that's going on, which is geopolitics. You know, geo going into pretty much geosphere, the world. You know, the earth, what's going on the earth, and then politics, man. Pretty much, you know, all the affairs, you know, the relations with one another. And the relations right now at the time we're in the time of Matthew chapter 24, man. And you know, that's not a good time, but for the elect, it damn sure is, because, you know, Jacob shall be saved out of it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So the Lord on the way, man. And when these things start popping off, you like when a baby coming, you know, the water break, you can't tell the baby to chill. You know, that's just the timing. You ain't got no rule, no power over that. You can't try to push the baby in, and, you know, you're gonna cause catastrophe. I'm gonna get just want to get a quick scripture in this chapter. I made the point there, though. You know, kingdom against kingdom, man. You know, because you have these brotherly states. You know, when I say brotherly states, like these neighboring countries, and that's where you see shit is popping off. But shit's gonna get crazier, where you're gonna see these continental countries, you know, different continents going at it, you know, across sea. That's why the Lord made these sort of weapons, so they could make it there. You know, and before these shits land on Babylon the Great, and, you know, the elect gonna be beamed up. You know, this thing's gonna be going down quick. MOTB gonna roll out. You know, the Lord gonna come get his people, you know, soon. And, you know, this place gonna rain missiles. I want to get Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. The brother brought out this article, Bakar Amath, out of New York. He's with the offshoot camp of GMS. He a good brother, you know, he be in the spirit. He brought out this news article, which I will in a second. Bear with me. I'm tripping. Ecclesiasticus chapter 29. What was that, 39? 39, 28. Let me see if I can go to Google if it's still right there at the tip of the page. So this is the world's biggest tiger, man. I forgot what kind of breed it is. It's not a Siberian, though. It starts with a G. But long story short, that shit been killing dogs, and it's been killing a few humans. And the reason so why it's been more happening more often than lately is because President Putin, he's seen the deforestation. You see, them Edomites over there are a little different than these Edomites. You know, they just a little bit more humane. But anyways, I guess the tigers were going extinct, so he kind of had to let them out in the forest, you know, so they could repopulate. And now they're at a number of like 700,000. So niggas are starting to get eaten because these tigers probably ain't finding food. Why they not finding food? Because the land is being messed up. The land is being messed up via rockets, via bullets. You know, a lot of these weapons, they just put a hole in the ground. You know, they take away forestation. You know, you dropping certain bombs and things like that. Those things are eating the leaves, burning the leaves quickly. You know, so these animals are left with no fruit, you know, no seed in the ground. They get hungry, man. And a lot of these animals got more alphaness and dogness, you know, than majority of people on the earth, you know, because we're going to get that in Job. But Khan, let's get this in Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Vengeance going back to the Hebrew word na kuam, meaning payback, you know, which in their fury lay sore strokes. You know, so that go to show you why you should fear the Lord. Because a lot of people like, you know, we all gonna die anyways. You gonna die death by pain, you idiot. You gonna die with a tormenting soul, you idiot. You gonna have everlasting shame, you idiot. You gonna be forsaken. You gonna be in a bad case, man. Wow. But our people stiff neck, man. The brother made a lesson yesterday. I'm on Abad. He said Mos Jake is out here playing checkers, bruh. And it's real shit, bruh. I'm at the gym. I'm talking to this. I think he was a heathen. He could have been a gym for salt, but nevertheless, he from Canada. I say, and he was talking about Haiti. Like, where you from? I said, I'm from Haiti. And then he was like, that shit crazy over there right now, ain't it? You don't want to be there. I said, hell nah. And yeah, that shit crazy. I said, that shit coming everywhere though. you know, sometimes you be in the spirit, you just drop a gem like it's nothing, but you know, that's heavy. You're like, what? You coming to America? Like, yeah, that shit coming here. And he's gonna go to Canada. And what he don't know, that's how stupid motherfuckers be, bruh. It's about as much Muslims or a good amount of Muslims in Canada as it is Edomites, man. The Muslims out there powerful as hell. They're out there in the middle of the street in a so-called Christian or Catholic ran country, praising Allah, you know, running service. Hey, and then you got Babylon the Great letting every soul kind of fucking soul in here. Hey, man, so this place is, you know, this place is getting ready to be messed up, man, because Jacob's Trouble is going to be everywhere, man. Yeah, Canada ain't going to be off the map. You know, that ain't Babylon, but, hey, you know, Canada going to take some judgment because y'all pretty damn close. And the majority of the Canadians that live in the land of Canada live close to the borderline. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So that red line right here, where you see from Vancouver all the way to Winnipeg, Thunder Bay, to Toronto, to Quebec City, most people live closer to that red line. It's very few people who live, like, people don't really live here because this shit is more, it's like mountainous, it's higher in elevation, it's a lot colder, it's harder to access, so it's not a lot of business, and it's not as close as it is to America, you know, so a lot of people don't use it. And then you got Alaska, Russia. They used to own it, and they talking about some, I don't know, long story short, you know, kingdom against kingdom, you know. And there's so much news going on, like, shit get old fast, so it's like you got to keep up, but at the same time, you got to remember what's happened. Like, for example, all the orchestrated food grains and the silence and food supplies that got burnt up last year, 2 years ago. That's all by design, man. You know, and these people be thinking everything just happened, you know, in a day. Nigga, the reason you starving in a few months is because a few years ago they already planned this shit. You know, and really ultimately it's the Lord, you know, putting that spirit upon them, you know, to do so, because these prophecies will come to pass. And at the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, because the Lord controls their spirit. You know, the Lord could make them upset, and the Lord could make them pleasable with you. But hey, animals, babies, they sense spirits. Dogs, they could tell. Dogs, that's why they chase you when you scared. That's why they fuck with you more. You run, because you got them pheromones on you. They can smell that fear. Some dogs can even smell when a woman is on their cycle. Some men can even smell when a woman is on a cycle. A brother told me he could smell, period blood, but that's a topic for another day. I can't. I can smell rain. If rain is on the way, I can smell the soil getting soaked up, and and I could calm. I ain't humbly speaking, saying that with great humility. Because the Lord about smelling rain ain't shit. The Lord about to make a man chase 1,000 other men. A man gonna chase 10,000 other men. The hell is smelling rain to that? What do I want? I want Job 5:22. It reads, "At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth," man. So we ain't gonna be afraid of these zoo animals, which are gonna, escape their habitations because there's no one to watch over them no more. You think the zookeeper just mid-World War III just taking care of gorillas and shit? Hell no. They just closed. They about to close down Miami Seaquarium. Leviathan about to take over. This is why it's gonna be so bad for people, for you women, for you effeminate men, for you people that are not of the elect. How could you survive all these things? Then you got these people that's talking about these crates, these bunkers. A majority of you stupid people are gonna get these bunkers in goddamn Babylon the Great because you don't know and have resources outside of here. And you don't understand what a nuke or a bomb, a nuclear bomb or an ICBM could do. I don't know if y'all ever seen like those bowls at a skate park. Some be deeper than others. But a nuclear bomb and a nuke, they literally create holes in the ground. Like, that's why buildings are gonna drop, because the foundations is literally torn apart. These people crazy, man. And then you got something specifically for a bunker. It's called a bunker buster bomb. Verse 23, "For thou shalt be in the league with the stones of the field, and then the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." That's right, man. You know why? Because the Lord controls these animal spirits. So the Lord gonna have them at peace with us, man. These animals gonna know, okay, these are the Lord's men. Because at the end of the day, these animals are of the Lord's as well, man. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna grab Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Abaratazah. Lord says was edifying. It wasn't too drawn out. I know I kind of took my time speaking. I usually try to skim through it, but Spirit was on me to take my time today and to kind of get my thoughts out. Because sometimes you do got to get your thoughts out. That's why you got to call a brother in there. That's why you got to do the lesson. That's why you got to, and it's not in the spirit of knowledge puffeth up thee. It's in the spirit of, what the Lord is revealing to you, and what you see. Because you'll be surprised what a brother hear and get boosted up off of. Countless times I've heard a brother say something or do something or had a dream, and I just get, pumped up. Even edification pumps me up. We through the spirit, we nerds, man. And we have to be nerds. That's the only way we'll be edifying. We gotta diligently search these scriptures. You can't be a cool kid, too cool for school, and know these breakdowns and these Bibles and remember them. The Lord ain't dealing with lukewarm. He dealing with fire. So we gotta be these nerds, man. We gotta be these people that are intact. Like, we know what's going on in the school. We know when the test coming. We want the best grades. Babe, we want to be fly. When I say fly, clean, sharp. We want to eat our veggies and shit. You get what I'm saying. I'm making an analogy. We want to be in that minimalist lifestyle. Because we can't be seeking for a lot of shit. That'll distract us. So once we get our little bread and butter, we got our roof over our head. You get to go put in your little hours on the plantation. You get to do your lessons, of course. Serve the Lord. Maybe have a drink of yaya or whatever. That's it. We don't gotta be trying to get tickets to go see LeBron every week. Trying to go to the Super Bowl. Oh, damn, we can't even go to the Super Bowl, man. We under the curse. Nah, nigga. You don't need that. Give me what's sufficient for me, man. Bible could show you how about you. I was shy. Romans chapter 15, verse 4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. That's the spirit. You know, the things we read in the scriptures, they give us a boost. You know, then we start more believing. You go in Job, it says, like, at famine thou shalt laugh. Like, damn, Lord, the water. Because the human brain, the first thing it thinks about when shit's about to hit the fan or when they hear bad news is, how can I save my ass? The Lord gave us the download on how we could save our ass. So let's do this damn thing. Apparatus, I found worthy. Shalom.